Awesome. Okay, let's see. Get adjusted here. Got a little different setup. Oh my goodness, welcome you two. This is your friend, your girl to hear divine. I am so honored to be with you all here today. It's been a while since I've been live on YouTube, so it's a great new way to start this new moon. Definitely. Let's get into it. So before I get into the topic at hand, let's get into some announcements, right? So if you guys have not been following me or do not know who I am, welcome to my channel. I am Tahir Divine, aka Diana Prince, also go by the Metaphysical Midwife. So you are interested about up-leveling your life through archetypes. I am your girl. We go in. I really love talking about transitional energy and how to take what alchemy really it's really alchemy, how to take your current situation and utilize new tools, new practical steps to your spiritual daily living practice to up level your life, your love life, your financial life, your business life, your relationships on all level. Relationships is definitely a highlight right now because we are in Libra season. Shout out to that. Oh, shout out to me and shout out to all the Libras in the building celebrating birthdays, solar returns. I love you guys. I love you guys. But if you guys haven't done so either, I really want to really stress this. I have a mailing list, guys. And as we seen yesterday, at the time of me filming this, Facebook and all of its sister apps were down for quite some time. And we lost contact with a lot of people. And so I really would love for you guys to stay connected with me. I want to stay connected with you. So I really want you guys to ensure that you are on my email list. So if you haven't done so, you can go to tahiridivine.com. All of those links are actually in my bio for you where you guys can sign up for my mailing list and we can keep in contact. Because I try to send them at least once a week, once every other week or so, but try to keep a way of contact with you guys, more deeper insights that I share on my mailing list that I don't always get to share out here in the public. And that's just another really great way for us to keep in contact. So please make sure you're on my mailing list. Go to tahiridivine.com. A little drop box will come down, ask me to join, and you'll be part of the Divine Tribe forever. Okay. Awesome. Another really great announcement. Oh my God, I'm so excited to announce that I am relaunching our second year of the Emergence Temple. If you do not know what the Emergence Temple is or not familiar, it is my online feminine path spirituality mystery school. So last year we started with the archetypes of the queen, the warrior, the priestess, and the goddess. And we really went into all four of those archetypes. We took every week dealing with the archetypes, the shadow, the light, the modern, the historical aspect, and then how to integrate that into our daily practice. So this year, relaunching that, we'll be doing new archetypes. So we're going to be talking and diving into the mother, the Maya, and the sacred whore or the sacred prostitute. So I'm really excited about these particular archetypes as I feel like there are great transitional energies that we can really grasp hold as we prepare for another season going into 2022 and all of the energies that are going to be coming up next year. I just really believe that these archetypes are something that we should have in our reservoir and be able to recognize and integrate as necessary. So registration for the class is available. The link is in my bio so you guys can sign up for the class. It's a 4-week class. It's a commitment. If you are able to commit yourself to 4 weeks, one day out every week, to be part of the live ceremonies that we'll be doing, the live class, as well as participate in the additional resources that will be given to you all, then this is a space for you to really come and have sacred ceremony and learn and share and adapt new tools. I'm all about practical tools when it comes to spirituality. So if you're interested, make sure you guys get into that and registration. Oh, another great announcement, and then we're going to get into it, guys. Another great announcement. I am doing my first live in person retreat next year in Scottsdale, Arizona, April 14th through the 17th. I am so excited. So it's going to be based off the archetypes that we were going to be learning this season. So you can actually sign up for the registration for the class, the 4-week class, and for the retreat, or you can just do one or the other. You could just sign up just for the class, or you can sign up for just for the retreat, either or. I do want to mention that the retreat is limited space only. I'm only going to be able to do a small amount of people because we want to make sure that the space is sacred, intimate, and able to really penetrate the participants that involve. So there is an application that is required to apply along with the deposit. If your application is approved, you'll be given the rest of the details of the retreat information as well. And if your application is denied, me and my partner and my team will be going through it. So for those who are denied, you will be fully refunded the deposit. And hopefully, maybe the next time around, or if time comes that we can work in another way, that is what we'll be doing. So if you guys are interested, all my information for that is actually in the description below. You guys can sign up, apply, and or do the class and the retreat, or just one or the other. All right, without much further ado, let's get into the topic. We're 5-6 minutes in. Let's get to the topic. I'm so excited about this energy because it's been highlighting so much for myself, but I can only imagine how you guys are experiencing it as well. So let's talk about this Libra new moon. So this Libra new moon, I got my notes up here. Let me get that for you guys. So the Libra new moon is in 13th degree Libra. It is today, October 6th, and around 7:05 a.m. Eastern Standard Time is when the new moon became its full embodiment of itself. But we can still feel this energy from the last few days to now. And with all this Libra energy, we have the sun in Libra. So anytime the sun and the moon are together, we call that's the new moon. If they're opposite, that's a full moon positioning. But with the sun and the moon and Mercury and Mars are all in Libra, we're getting a full range of Libra energy. And what makes this particular moon particularly special, if you want to say that, is because actually the moon itself, sorry, excuse me, Mercury, which is in retrograde in Libra, is actually opposing Pluto. All right, so we have that Pluto opposition going on. We have Mars conjuncting. We have a lot of energy that's kind of working with itself to really bring in some purification and some newness energy. So this is a really great time for, the theme is always balance, but it's not so much about balance, which it is. It's more about harmony. So I want to get away from the word balance, because to me, when we hear balance, it's kind of like this taking a weight of something being more weighted than the other thing, or and sometimes we may perceive something weighted as more valuable. So if I'm doing this, I'm valuable. So that weighs you down or weighs you, there's like this equilibrium way of trying to quantify something um, without really looking at the quality of it. So I want to get out of quantifying words and more into empowering. So it's not so much about the balance, it's about harmony. How I'm in harmony, right? Whether it's 80% with the 20% or 50%, 50%, 90-10. It's not about waiting things out. It's about the harmony and how they're able to work together, because the scales are always shifting, right? So it's about having this beautiful dance with each other. And this is really about the feminine and masculine really coming together and having this energy of a balance and harmonial a relationship, because relationship is the highlight of this, right, y'all? We understand relationships have been coming up on every aspect. So romantic, business, family, friendships, your relationship with your community, your relationship with your children, your relationship with yourself, your relationship with the divine. Relationships are showing up. Your relationship with social media, or even your relationship and how you relate to your relationships, as we seen yesterday, right? A lot of people, if it wasn't for social media, particularly Facebook and its sister apps, there's like no way to communicate. So we're really looking to ask, how are we communicating? How are we showing up? Do we need to reevaluate, reposition ourselves to ensure that we are in in a harmonial way to really bring society into its greater self? So the way that we're currently doing relationships, the way that we're currently engaging, is it the best way going forward? Or do we need to pivot? Do we need to reposition something? So I think that's an important theme that's coming up. Another theme that is dealing with this Libra energy, particularly, is justice. And this is justice on all levels. We're talking about economic justice, social justice, um, women rights justice, just human rights justice. Justice, where are we giving energy or needing to put focus on more justice in our life? Maybe justice for self, right? Showing up. Maybe Mars is saying, hey, it's time for you to be a warrior of yourself, right? And that is really what's going to be important, because it's really, it's a mystical mix, if I really think about it, of spotlighting and shining how and where that we are participating in our lives, and what is the way that we want to engage, really. And I think that's important, because when we really think about Libran energy, it's very societal, it's very cordial, and it's about I just get this ideal of like the highest way a society can vibe. You know, if you really take Libra energy in its highest form and take it out of this concept of, oh, it's about balance. Yeah, it's a balance, because we're understanding our positions and we're understanding our roles, and how we are to show up. So when we think about how we're in harmony with each other, right? The guy that does the crosswalking, you know, the guy that holds the sign to say stop and go and have people cross the street, he's in his harmonious flow. The cars following that positioning of the when to go, when to stop. The people walking across the street. Everybody's playing their societal role that is helping a greater way of moving forward. So that analogy is really calling us, are we aligned in our correct position? Am I the crosswalk person trying to be, I don't know, the firefighter right now? Or am I the neighborhood florist trying to be a groomer, a pet groomer? You know, it's like being in our element is really going to allow us to fully show up and be expressive in what is needed for us to feel freedom in ourselves. That's kind of Aries right there. And then also our connection with the way we express our freedom and express our abilities. How is that going to help the collective? How is that part of my community? How am I part of my family structure, my friendship groups? So that relationship energy is really calling us to put some really keen detail and evaluating what needs to be repositioned, what needs to be taken away, what needs to have more. What, you know, all of that is showing up within this cycle here. And so with that, that's it's even calling us to look at our finances, how we view our money, how we are taking in. Again, I'm just going to relate this to with Facebook. Facebook lost billions of dollars yesterday with the few hours it was down. And not just Facebook, but think about the trickle down effect of like entrepreneurs and business owners who use those platforms, right? How maybe they were losing money, or people who utilize the platform to buy and have access to other apps and other connections. So it's really highlighting our relationship to how we exist and coexist in society, and what is the conscious or the unconscious awareness that we're bringing to the forefront, to the light. So remember, the moon is about subconscious, the sun is about the conscious mind. So what in the subconscious mind, moon, is being brought up to the conscious mind, sun, that needs to be highlighted so that we can restructure, position it, Mercury, and also take new action, Mars, right? And that to me is really going to, and then we have Venus. Venus is in Sagittarius. So that is just calling on just truth, slaying the truth. Like, hey, this is the truth. We're attracting how we move forward. There's different philosophies, different ideals. Now, this is a great time to bring in that new energy. So whether you are trying to start something new or reestablish a relationship, right? Maybe there's some exes coming back up because Mercury can do that, particularly when it's in retrograde. It's more so like they're coming back to kind of like want to connect verbally or texting or emailing. Just be aware of that energy if that's something that you're feeling called to engage with. Definitely check out how these are aspecting your personal chart to see if that's even a healthy or viable relationship to reignite. So yeah, so then what I also want to point out too is there is another layer of physical restoration. One thing I think that Libra energy doesn't get enough credit for is its ability to connect mind and soul, because we know it's an air sign, so that's a lot of mental space. But when your mental capacity is aligned up with your soul, and you are lining up within your body, that's when we really find a lot of physical attunement. So this is calling for some physical attunement and ensuring that our daily practices are keeping us in harmonious with ourselves. Your spiritual practice is really going to be a highlight too, as far as what adjustments have you made that are bringing that balance within your own personal life, like within yourself, because that's going to be the most important relationship, is the one that you have with yourself and how you connect to the divine. That is just the highlight of what is going to be profound. So it's like the partnership that you have with your divine self is going to be interesting. And I think that's important too, because a lot of us like to, or there's a lot of conversations always about relationships and partnering, right, in a romantic, intimate type of way. And the intimacy that's really being drawn up and being called is really the intimacy with your own spiritual self, your own higher self, your own body. That's really where this new moon is naturally going to allow us to really take not just an account, but what action and how can we slay truth to what it is that we are trying to present in ourselves in our life. So I think this is a great time to really build a deeper connection with our spirit. It's an opportunity to attune with our intentions. And because of this, with Libra energy being so heavy, Venus is here, and it's just like next level heartfelt intentions. And I like that because we're really coming to a place of heart space, right? Connecting with our heart. And I like that we have this Venus rulership here and also Saturn, because Saturn's a co-ruler. So anybody, like I said, justice is going to be really important. If you have legal matters that you need, that you're looking to get some more, not so much clarity on, but you're really just wanting to pierce through of getting to the truth of the subject, the truth of the matter, the heart of it. This is a good energy to use for legal matters. So whatever that is, whether it's legal matters in a relationship, legal matters with a business, a company, whatever, this is really good energy. You have so much energy that's working for you to align yourself with for a favorable outcome within that. So I want you guys to really take time to spotlight that part of your relationship. Again, finances, another thing. So where in your life are you cutting and narrowing yourself through? Being more Queen of Swords with your money. And when I say that, it's not that you're detached, but you are recognizing it's a tool. And this tool, money or finance or economics or some type of wealth, is a tool to help you level up yourself and those that are connected with you. So I like that we can really find ways to be more advocating for our communities and advocating for the things that we care about, what really pulls our heartstrings, because our heart is really the compass on what we use to drive our passions with. And that's why I love that Mars is here too, because Mars is there to really like, hey, we're warrior. It's warrior energy. It's going forward. Like we're fearless in what we know to be true, what we know to be right. We're aligned with our conscious and our subconscious mind, with our heart's desires, and we have the will to seek it out. And that will doesn't always mean to be a force. It's not a forceful place, but that could be some energy that you guys are called to tap in. But when Mars is in Libra, it's not, they say it's in fall here, which to me, when Mars is in Libra, Mars energy is more calculating, which is different from Mars in its home space of just being in Aries, right? When Mars is in Libra, it's less just shoot forward and go. And it's more, let's calculate how we're going to shoot forward and go. And it gives you a more cleaner, crisper way to really have your intention set. And this is the thing about intentions too, with this energy, because it's in Libra, the intention is not going to be so much in, at least that's how I'm perceiving it, guys. So just work with me. The way I'm perceiving it, because in Libra, it's not so much going to be a forceful, it's not a physically forceful energy. It is more cerebral and it is more intellectual. It is going to be more of a energy that is going to bring the meeting of the minds of those who are able to execute. So just understand that this is about meeting up your mind and heart together so that you can execute going forward. And that is all I wanted to share with you guys today. I hope this message is not hope, I know it is. I know it is. I know that this message is something that's going to be very helpful for you as you guys are ciphering through this energy, siphoning it for your own self, and utilizing it as a way to alchemize your intentions and your manifestations. And more importantly, really just using it to be more in alignment with your own truest calling in your life. That is what we care about. This is why we call ourselves the metaphysical midwife, because we are about owning and reforming and reshaping and transitioning into our highest point of being. So that is all today. If you guys haven't done so, please make sure that you're subscribed to this channel. Hit the notification bell so that you are always notified when I drop my videos or pop up on a live. You can catch me. And please, too, if you guys haven't done so, check out my class that we are starting 11/1, November 1. We'll be going through 3 new archetypes: the mother, the Maya, and the sacred prostitute. I'm so excited about this one, y'all. It's going to be deep and it's going to be really, really transformational. I already know that for a fact. So if you're interested in learning more about these archetypes and embodying and working with me and another group of sisters once a week, you can commit to this and additional resources that helps you hone in your practice and really integrate these archetypes. Then make sure that you sign up with my links are below. And don't forget that we have a retreat, my first retreat. I'm so excited, which will be hosted next year, which is going to be focusing through the archetypal stories of sexual expression. So if you are really tapping into merging your sexuality with your spirituality, or learning to find how these two are harmonialized together, then this retreat is for you, through the archetypal transmission of these archetypes and the previous ones that we went into. I really look forward to sharing this information with you. Also, all that information is in my description below, where you guys can learn more about it and connect with me. Please make sure that you're following all my social sites: Tahiri Divine on TikTok, Instagram, 369 on Facebook. I am on Twitter officially now as Tahiri Divine. And I think TikTok is Tahiri Divine 9. So I have 2, but just follow both of them, y'all. Please just follow both of them. All right, guys. I love you guys. Happy manifesting. Make sure you guys tweet me or follow me on Instagram or whatever and let me know what's been showing up for you, how this is coming up. If you want to book a one-on-one with me, you can do that as well. Description, links as well. Links in description. And I look forward and I love you guys. And until next time, peace, love, and harmony. Because when you choose yourself, everything else that chooses you will come towards you as well. So I love you guys. Bye.